You actually brought it up before. She's not getting her way.
I have brought it up before. I've talked to Verona.
Before you haven't even started the conversation, and you're like, sue me. You're like, sue me. You're like, sue me, and you're walking out the door.
Yeah, because that's
before we even started the conversation.
Here we go. I just don't want to do this with you again, Pat.
Okay. I don't want to do it either. I just want to resolve this.
Okay.
How can we resolve this? Is there any way we can resolve this?
To fix it, because I don't have a problem. She has a problem.
Right.
Do you understand?
I'm actually really glad that you showed up right now, because I'm sick and tired of this shit.
Do you understand why that would have made me uncomfortable?
Not really, because in the situation we're in all the time, it was like a joke. I wasn't like...
I didn't know it was a joke.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Well, when you told me, I felt like it was a joke.
But how would you know?
Just because of like you said, like the context of OnlyFans in our life and how we're always talking about it and how it's really just not that big a deal, you know? Like you've told us repeatedly here at this house that you want to start one.
Potentially, I didn't say anything about wanting to do it with somebody though.
Okay, but that's not. It's whatever. It's not that big of a deal. And like you know what? You know what's also really interesting.
I'm sorry if I might have thrown anything out that made you feel like I was flirting with you. That wasn't my intention.
You do that with everybody.
Wait, I have a question. What about like the Lolita thing? Like, was that like a joke too?
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was like half a joke. I'm just like...
Half of
it. Like, why Lolita though? Like, why that movie?
The movie?
Yeah.
I wasn't referring to a movie.
Oh. What were you referring to?
Just the Lolita complex in the human psyche.
What's that? Lolita complex.
Older guy, younger woman.
But like, you know the movie's about like a 13-year-old girl?
I've never seen the movie.
Okay, so it was a joke?
Yes.
Alright.
Anyway, now
it's
the
crazy,
problem...
Okay. I'm actually with you, Billy.
I foresaw the problems. I tried to make a decision that would have less problems. I wasn't able to make that decision. Now we have big problems.
No. What else? What's the next thing?
Well, she's putting herself in a position she's going to have to leave.
Right. Well, that's the position she put herself in.
I told her, I texted her, I want you to make
and this is actually what alcoholics do. They wreck their lives without even knowing it.
And I foresaw
and that's what she's doing right now.
I foresaw that, and
that's what's so crazy.
That's why I just texted her, please, calmly,
not
emotionally, look for a place patiently.
Yeah, but now
it's good for you.
So what I think and feel is not...
No. Actually, you're an alcoholic.
I'm sorry.
Your mind is taking
If
things.
I made you uncomfortable, I apologize. People around here in Learning to Lose and Ridge Production are crass, and they just say what's on their mind.
Yeah.
And it's like...
She's in here talking about your fucking mom, fuck you, like all kinds of... Like, you talk like a sailor. No, I mean, she has a very dirty mouth. And then the one time you say something, it's like I want to see the truth.
What about when Wickham tried to kiss you? Is that not sexual harassment? Why don't you see
that?
No, he and I went on a date.
Did you try to kiss her?
What about all the flirty stuff in the beginning? Should I call that
what
sexual
flirty
harassment?
stuff?
She's not saying it is. That's the difference, Billy. That's the difference.
People. What have I said that's sexual?
Isn't that enough?
I don't understand.
The difference between me trying to kiss her and what's going on with you is that she's saying that it wasn't sexual harassment. That's the difference.
Yeah, okay.
So don't try to like make it seem like it's the same thing.
I didn't throw out the word sexual harassment, by the way. I just said that certain things that you had said to me made me uncomfortable.
Okay. I'm sorry. Very sorry. Have I even talked to you in like a week?
No, because I've been avoiding you because I don't think that you want me there.
I don't want anybody there. That was why I made a decision. It's not you. I don't want anyone there.
Mm-hmm.
And now that you're, playing these games,
I'm not playing a game. I'm being honest about how I feel.
Okay, well now that you're being honest, you probably shouldn't be there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want you to blow up your life. I want you to find a nice place that works for you.
I'm not trying to blow up my life.
I know you don't think you are, but that's what you're doing.
I'm trying to talk to you about
Yeah,
how I
we
feel.
never.
Well, I won't mention anything ever again.
We never
What do you want
see
to
it.
say to you?
And we believe it and we justify it, and our minds start resenting people, and there's a power struggle, and it's like you believe it so, like, he may have made some mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So should we crucify me again? I'm gonna come out on top.
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of what my question was, you know. I mean,
It's not a crucifixion.
but
It's a
people are
conversation.
getting fucking canceled over shit like
No,
this.
because
Because
this conversation never came up until I said no to something she wants very deeply.
Yeah. You gotta look at that, Rudy.
Billy, I told you the day after that happened that I didn't like it and that I
And
saw
it's
you as a
okay.
brother. Exactly, but I'm saying it's not the first time that it's come up.
Okay. Well, maybe
What
I shouldn't
else?
be living with a girl.
What else has happened that you don't feel comfortable with? Every little thing needs to be addressed.
When you were talking to the girl and you said, "Do you want to see this photo that I'm going to send this girl?" And I said, "No, I don't ever want to see that."
Okay, well, obviously you shouldn't live there because that was a joke.
Okay, well, I didn't know.
Okay. And so what? Say no if you don't want to see a photo.
I did say no.
Okay.
I'm just addressing the things that have made me uncomfortable. Is that
okay,
not
you know,
okay?
I'm hearing you. Yeah, maybe I should be really careful around any woman, especially now. Because anytime they want to say they're uncomfortable, it's a big deal. You think you've not made me uncomfortable?
How have I made you uncomfortable?
Bringing boys over one after another?
I brought one over
At
for
midnight?
45 minutes and one came
Well,
over.
now you're
and-
going to justify it.
And then
I was
I left.
uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable.
You didn't tell me.
I did. I texted you.
You texted me after it had happened. You did not tell me
I didn't
before.
know there was going to be a boy
I told
arriving
you
at
that I was
midnight.
going to have friends over.
I didn't hear you say that.
I
And if I
texted
did,
you.
I
Do you
would've
want to
said
go back
no.
in the text?
Hold on. If she did that and you didn't tell her that it wasn't chill, and
No,
then
she
she hasn't
knows.
done it, she hasn't done it since.
I haven't done
So
it
just
since.
Then that's all good.
Yeah.
Next thing.
All good. All good. Find a place, take your cats,
No,
and live a
no,
happy
no.
life.
No, it's
That's
the
not-
same thing about Billy's thing. Like, he did the things, did
Yeah,
some shit.
and he hasn't done it again.
Right.
So
That's
it.
how we coexist as human beings. Right?
You know, he says sorry if that made you
So
uncomfortable.
But honestly,
my
Rudy,
question
I
is, has
want
anything been
you
done that's
to have a good
unforgivable?
life.
I
know.
feel that you've been
I don't
resentful
think-
of
I
me
know
there's been
No.
anything.
since that happened.
But I mean,
What?
I don't know.
I
like,
feel that you have been resentful of
Is
me
that
since that happened.
creep?
Even though I apologized and tried to make
I
it
think
better.
it was a
I
bad
don't- I really
character
wanna
and
be
a bad
open to
decision.
Yeah.
I was literally
Yes.
in the kitchen earlier
Yes,
thinking, oh my
but
god,
you've
everything
held
that
it over
everyone
me
is
emotionally.
accusing him of is true.
Well, when I'm finally
He's
free
like
of
a
it, then it'll be gone. What am I supposed to do?
But then
Not
but
be
I don't know,
resentful
like,
of it?
is he?
And how do I do that?
Yeah.
Because it hasn't happened again and I apologize. Like you're asking me to not be resentful
wanna
of
be
you for what
open
has made me
to it.
uncomfortable.
No, I'm not
But
asking
you
you
have
to
to
do that.
understand that
You
alcoholic
do what you want to do.
Alright.
in new recovery, in new
Okay.
sobriety, like when we're newly sober, like
Please.
we can't trust anything our mind tells us.
I know that. I don't want Rudi to make a bad decision. I'm okay if she's there for a while and she slowly, calmly looks for a nice place where she can have her friends and her cats and be whoever she wants to be. It's not going to happen in Sherwood. She can have a nice place to live, eat, sleep, and be comfortable and shower. Fine.
So Rudy, you thought he didn't want. You thought the reason for no cats was because he.
Not just no cats, no, like you left your shoes here. That's a problem. You're out late. That's
I
a
never
problem.
said that. I put your shoes and all your stuff that you leave around, and I wash your little dishes, and I was going to go clean your bathroom, and I'm letting you use the towel. I think you should just be. That's part of the reason I don't want cats, because you don't even really take care of yourself. I don't imagine you're going to start taking care of yourself and cats.
Mm-hmm.
That's another reason. I didn't want to get into all this, but it seems like at the Ridge.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta
have
get
production.
into it. But here's the thing: is though, I feel like I think that families and people, I think that they should get into everything. I don't agree with
Well, we're not.
like you guys should be discussing all this, but you can't because you're too sensitive, and relationships are difficult. You know, me and Veronica have needed to have a therapist for our relationship. We've needed to have a lot of uncomfortable conversations.
I'm not committed to Rudi in that way. I mean, I want her to have
Right
my
now,
life.
you live with her, so you are.
Well, I don't do that with Brendan.
He's not there ever. Plus, you don't want to really have a close relationship with anyone. You want to cut everyone out and just be by yourself.
No, I want a close relationship with you.
Well, but you know what's funny?
Maybe Oleg.
But you know what's funny about God?
Gus.
But you know what's funny about God? God's like, okay, Billy, I'm going to work through Pat and force you.
Or maybe Pat's just playing God.
Well, I just...
Damn.
I'm just doing what I do, which is...
I know. I love you, Pat.
I don't know what to do. Like, I'm over here getting hit. I'm waking up to her upset.
Well,
And then Wickham's like, and then she's venting to Wickham, and now he's co-signing all her shit, and now me and Wickham are into a thing, and and then here,
did you not
hold on,
hear me when I
let
said
me
young
finish.
people are not right?
No, let me finish. So then I'm getting it from Wickham. Then here comes Billy. He's walking in the back. He's here. I don't know. From as far as I can tell, I think we're closer to the truth than we were 30 minutes ago. And I'm so glad you showed up. Because you know what happens is sometimes you don't show up and we don't get an opportunity to do this. And then we all just drift away. I mean, you can call me, I'm not trying to play God. I'm just trying to help my friends have a good relationship.
I care about Rudi, even though she doesn't see it. I'm 50 years old. I'm 25 years sober. I have done this to myself 100 times. She has a beautiful opportunity here.
Yeah, I believe
I'm on
it.
her side. I'm making decisions she doesn't like because I know what's going to happen.
I actually believe you. I totally believe you.
Well, it's true. Why would I want to hurt anybody? If I can't
Because you
facilitate-
couldn't fuck her. You want to hurt her.
Well, you know what?
I mean, that's...
That happens to me every day, man.
Yeah. So now you have to live with it, and you're like, you're angry
That's
about it.
That's really not the issue. No. The issue is that
maybe a little bit.
I want her to.
Maybe a little bit.
I want her to take care of herself, learn how to provide her things, clean up after herself, make rational decisions.
Have you left stuff out and like?
She doesn't make a big mess. The point is that she doesn't do it, even though it's not a big issue.
I
don't even really care.
I did all my laundry yesterday, cleaned my room, and everything is in its place. I'm sorry that it took me a minute.
3 in the morning, she does the laundry, and we have the loudest machines on earth. They're ridiculous. She decides to do laundry at 3 in the morning.
That's a little crazy.
There's a schedule that I can clean.
I would definitely be conscious of a loud laundry machine at 3 in the morning if I was there. But that's just because you weren't aware of it. You didn't think about it. You didn't think that might have been waking someone up. But can you allow us to help you
I
grow?
can allow you to do
want to
whatever
help
you
you,
want.
Rudi.
No, we're trying to help you.
Your mind is fucking you right now.
Yes.
You have good people, a good situation. You can live in a comfortable place until you find an ideal situation.
I see it.
I won't mention anything with
Rudi,
any
I
kind of
see it
sexual
so
anything
clear.
ever again, and I'm sorry.
Like, I see
There
it
you go.
so clear.
There it is.
That's not the issue, guys.
No,
I
I think
see
that matters that he apologized.
So-
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I made you uncomfortable. I'm aware of that. I see that. Thank you for bringing it up.
And I don't
That's
even,
all. That's it.
No,
At least, for me,
that's not right.
okay, well, I needed to have what my concerns were validated. I'm sorry if that's not it.
No. I'm glad that happened, but that's not what's going on right now. What's going on right now is that you're desperately looking for your mind, like last night, before the cat thing happened, last night you were thinking about whether you can drink like a normal person, and I mean,
I feel like
some could argue that you might benefit from like being at it inpatient, or like, look, the best thing for you would probably to be in treatment, right? You can't afford that. Maybe you don't need that totally, but like the idea that you have a place to live, like your cats, no treatment center would let you have cats. Like that's a crazy request. So you have a nice place to live, and you have a lot going on in your life, but your mind is like, no, I need my cats, and if I don't get them, I'm blowing up the whole fucking thing. and I see the alcoholism so clearly. I see the disease. I can relate, and I know how hard it must be for you right now. Like, I really, really do.
I don't like how Billy just said that I'm young, so I'm crazy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I
either.
don't agree with it.
Like,
I
you're
think
writing them off as stupid because they're young.
I'm not stupid.
That's what I do. I'm not saying intelligence.
Right.
They just don't have life experience.
Yes,
they
I
don't
agree.
have what
Well,
we
so
have
when
to
was the
draw
right
on.
time
I
to bring
agree.
this up, Billy?
But
when was the right time?
We gotta-
To talk about what made me uncomfortable. When's the right time?
Probably not when you didn't get your way and you're making power plays, or at least it looks like you are.
Or at work. Now we lost a whole day of work, you know? Like, you know what Billy helped me realize? He helped me see where I'm being selfish and self-centered when I don't even fucking know it. Like, I don't even know.
I apologized for
No,
being entitled.
And I really am like
And
so...
I said that he was right.
No, I just want you to know that I'm like really proud of you, and I think some of the stuff you've done here today is like profound. Like, I told her that she does this victim thing, and she was like, she like owned her part, like she sees it. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I think it is a very.
And like, look at her, she's like, I don't know, she's like already kind of coming around and like.
Just don't blow up your life. Look, I don't fuck with you. I haven't tried to fuck with you. I said some things, I'm sorry, I'll be more aware of that. I don't want you to be staying on some couch somewhere again with some guy who's actually going to sexually harass you.
That's it.
I want you to stay there and slowly, until you find the right place. Look,
They
just
fill it
calm.
that quick,
Okay.
like
Thank
in a
you.
second.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't
See?
have anything
Perfect.
against you.
This is what
I'm
you need.
sorry for
Yeah, welcome to what I'm trying to do.
I'm sorry for doing
I
it
know.
the wrong way.
Yeah, and I fucking
I
grabbed
probably
him and
should
I
have
said,
just had a conversation with you at the house
and
and talked about how I thought you were resenting me because of that instead of bringing it up here.
And I want to let me say something real quick.
Real quick.
Because my parents went through a really vicious divorce for 30 years, and I got to be an innocent bystander of that, and I have a lot of life experience, and I understand the value of allowing somebody to have their side.
Yeah.
We're only hearing Rudy's side.
Right.
And I know she's got 50 days, and she's an amazing, talented, crazy, a little artist. You know what I mean? Like, I know that, right? So I'm sorry to do this, but I want to shift it over to you real quick, because I want you to have a chance to like say your piece, because you said some shit earlier
I guess.
as far as what you thought.
I would say that he apologized for his actions, and that's good. And
That's what I needed.
as far as like any of these accusations of sexual harassment,
I did
the
not
ac-
say that word,
the
by the way.
actions-
You guys.
but they are. So I'm saying it. So like, I think that whatever happened was so like subtle. Like, we can't prove anything unless you say something. So we don't know. That's it.
What do you mean?
You can't prove that he's right or she's. You can't know his intentions of the cat thing.
Oh yeah.
We can never know that unless he said it.
I wouldn't want cats there either. He doesn't even want anyone there.
No, I know. I'm
Right?
saying,
So like now she's there.
but you don't
And
know.
now
that.
she wants cats? No, I'm saying I know Billy never wanted her there to begin with.
It's not her. It's
Anyone. He just wants an empty office and his plants and a place for his child. Like, he doesn't want anyone there. And now we're talking about cats? Like, of course he wouldn't want them there. And he's fucking 50. He's over all this shit. He's just so, but I wasn't even talking so much about that. I was talking more about what you were saying earlier about him, and you know, you never knew him, and he said you had an ego or whatever.
Yeah.
I
I was
just-
just saying like,
Well, that's easy. Everybody has an ego. So.
Right.
Billy, I never said sexual harassment.
Oh, I didn't know he said that, so I just.
I didn't say that. It's
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
to be
gonna
honest with
sue
you, I care
I
like
just
so much
wanted
about
to
you
talk about it.
that I brought this fool in here and I was like hot. I went extra hard at you just to prove to Wickham that I wasn't like, because we were having this whole fight because I was basically defending him.
Oh, thank you.
And I was basically like, Rudi, what's your part? Because Wickham had just heard, they just went on a walk and he just got an earful of like her side. So he came in here and then they started talking to me and I was sort of like trying to be